Nestled high in the eastern Pyrenees mountains lies a country that many have heard of yet few truly know. This is the Principality of Andorra. It is a tiny nation, a microstate tucked away between two much larger neighbors, France to the north, Spain to the south. Its small size, however, is not a measure of its character or its history. Andorra is a world of its own, a place where ancient traditions meet modern life against a backdrop of breathtaking natural beauty. It is a land of steep valleys and soaring peaks, a country defined by the very mountains that have kept it secluded for centuries. This seclusion has helped to preserve a unique culture and a quiet way of life. Imagine a country so small you could drive across it in under an hour. Andorra covers just 468 square kilometers, making it one of the smallest sovereign states in the world. But within this compact territory, a remarkable story unfolds. It is a story of survival, independence, and adaptation. For over 1,000 years, this small principality has navigated the complex politics of Europe, maintaining its sovereignty while being closely linked to its powerful neighbors. It has no airport and no train station, relying on roads that wind through dramatic mountain passes to connect it to the outside world, a physical reminder of its splendid isolation. This unique geographical position has shaped every aspect of Andorran life. The mountains have been both a fortress and a provider. They have protected Andorra from invasion and allowed it to develop its own distinct identity. At the same time, they have provided resources, pastures for livestock, snow-fueling tourism. The country's history is deeply etched into this landscape, Romanesque churches and old stone houses dotting the hillsides. These structures stand as silent witnesses to a past filled with tales of princes, counts, and a resilient mountain people who carved a life from the rugged terrain. In this journey we will unveil the many secrets of this fascinating nation. We will explore its dramatic landscapes, highest peaks, deepest valleys. We will delve into its peculiar history and its unique system of government, a co-principality led by two foreign leaders. We will discover the vibrant culture, the hearty cuisine, and the traditions that continue to thrive in this mountain sanctuary. Andorra is more than just a dot on the map. It is a testament to the idea that great things can indeed come in small packages. Join us as we explore the sights and surprises of this European jewel. While the formidable Pyrenees Mountains are Andorra's most defining feature, they are only the beginning of its story. This is a country that offers so much more than just spectacular scenery. It is a place of surprising contrasts and hidden depths. Here, the crisp, clean mountain air seems to carry whispers of history, while the bustling streets of its capital city pulse with a modern, cosmopolitan energy. It's a land where you can spend the morning hiking a secluded trail, and the afternoon browsing luxury boutiques. This blend of old and new, nature and commerce, is what makes Andorra truly special, and sets it apart from any other country in Europe. Many people know Andorra as a winter sports destination, a paradise for skiers and snowboarders who flock to its world-class resorts. Others know it as a shopping haven, where tax-friendly policies attract visitors looking for good deals. While both of these are true, they only scratch the surface of what the country has to offer. Beyond the ski lifts and shopping avenues lies a rich cultural tapestry waiting to be discovered. It is a country with its own language, Catalan, and a history stretching back to the time of Charlemagne. It is a place where traditions are not just remembered, but are actively celebrated in vibrant local festivals throughout the year. Andorra's identity is profoundly tied to its specific location on the world map. It is a landlocked microstate, situated entirely within the high mountains of the Pyrenees range. This places it directly on the border between two major European nations, with France to its north and Spain to its south. Its geographical coordinates firmly planted in southwestern Europe, a small pocket of sovereignty amidst the vastness of the continent. Andorra is, in fact, the sixth smallest nation in Europe, a detail that underscores its unique status. This positioning has historically been both a challenge and a blessing, isolating the country from conflict while also making connection and trade entirely dependent on passage through its neighbors. The country itself is not part of the European Union, yet it functions in close harmony with it. For instance, when it comes to currency, Andorra does not have its own. Instead, it uses the euro, a practical decision that simplifies trade and tourism with France and Spain. Before the euro, the French franc and the Spanish peseta were used, a clear reflection of the dual influence that has shaped the nation for centuries. The population of Andorra is as unique as its geography. It is home to a relatively small number of people, around 85,000 residents. Native Andorrans make up just over a third of the populace. The largest group of residents are Spanish nationals, followed by Portuguese and French citizens. This diverse mix of nationalities creates a cosmopolitan atmosphere, particularly in the more urbanized areas. The official language is Catalan, the same language spoken in the neighboring Spanish region of Catalonia, which reinforces Andorra's strong cultural ties to this specific area of the Iberian Peninsula. This blend of people contributes to a multilingual environment where Spanish and French are also widely spoken and understood, alongside the official Catalan. This linguistic flexibility is a necessity and a benefit, allowing Andorrans to communicate easily with their neighbors and the millions of tourists who visit each year. The country's small population is concentrated in several parishes, which are the main administrative divisions. The most populous of these is Andorra la Vella, the nation's capital. This concentration of people in the lower valleys leaves vast swaths of the mountainous country sparsely inhabited, preserving its wild and rugged natural beauty for all to experience. Every nation tells its story through its symbols, and Andorra is no exception. Its national flag is a vibrant emblem of its history and its unique political structure. The flag consists of 3 vertical stripes: blue, yellow, and red. The blue and red are said to represent France, while the yellow and red are linked to Spain, Catalonia, and the historic county of Foix. This design visually communicates the story of Andorra's shared sovereignty and its historic protection by its 2 powerful neighbors. The proportions of the stripes are also significant. The central yellow band is slightly wider than the other 2, a subtle assertion of Andorra's own distinct identity amidst the influences of its neighbors. At the very center of the yellow stripe sits the coat of arms of Andorra, an intricate shield that delves even deeper into the nation's past. This emblem is a composite of 4 distinct symbols: the bishop's mitre and crozier, the 3 red stripes on a yellow background for the Count of Foix, the 4 red stripes on yellow are the arms of Catalonia, and the 2 red cows represent the Viscounts of Béarn. Together, these 4 quarters tell a complex story of medieval allegiances and the feudal pacts that secured Andorra's independence. The national motto, Virtus Unita Fortior, is inscribed below the coat of arms. It translates to, "United virtue is stronger," or "Strength united is stronger." This motto is a powerful statement for such a small country. It speaks to the necessity of unity for survival, a principle that has guided the Andorran people for centuries. It reflects the collaborative spirit required to thrive in a challenging mountain environment, and the political unity needed to maintain sovereignty between 2 much larger powers. These symbols are not just historical relics, they are a living part of Andorran identity. The flag is flown proudly from public buildings, private homes, especially during national holidays and festivals. The coat of arms appears on official documents, currency, and government insignia. For the people of Andorra, these emblems are a constant reminder of their unique heritage. They represent a delicate balance of power, a history of strategic alliances, and the enduring spirit of a community that has carved out its own destiny in the heart of the Pyrenees. At the confluence of 2 mountain rivers, the Valira del Nord and the Valira d'Orient, lies the capital city, Andorra la Vella. The name itself translates to Andorra the town. Situated at an elevation of 1,023 meters above sea level, it is the highest capital city in all of Europe. Urban life unfolds against towering mountain peaks. It is the political, economic, and cultural center of Andorra, the vibrant heart from which the lifeblood of the nation pulses through its surrounding valleys and parishes. The layout of the city is shaped by the terrain. It stretches along the narrow valley floor, a bustling corridor of activity flanked by steep forested slopes. The historic quarter Barrientic is a maze of narrow winding cobblestone streets and traditional stone houses. Here you can find the Casa de Laval, the former seat of the Andorran Parliament, a building that dates back to the 16th century. This historic core stands in contrast to the modern commercial avenues like Avinguda Meritxell, which are lined with contemporary shops, hotels, and restaurants, showcasing the city's role as a major hub for tourism and duty-free shopping. Its streets are a lively mix of locals going about their daily lives and tourists from around the world, drawn by the allure of shopping, dining, and the stunning natural setting. The city is also home to most of the country's key institutions, making it the undeniable nerve center of Andorran society and its window to the outside world. Beyond the capital, Andorra is divided into 7 parishes: Canillo, Encamp, Ordino, La Massana, Sant Julia de Loria, and Escaldes and Gordony, which is closely intertwined with the capital. Each parish has its own main town or village and a distinct character. Some, like Ordino, are renowned for their beautifully preserved rural architecture. Others, like Canillo and Encamp, serve as major gateways to the country's vast ski domains. These parishes and their towns are the other major population centers, each contributing to the rich and varied tapestry that makes up the geography and human landscape of Andorra. Andorra's entire existence is cradled by the formidable Pyrenees Mountains. This is not a country with mountains, it is a country that is the mountains. The landscape is a dramatic tapestry of soaring peaks, deep valleys, and rugged terrain. Over 65 peaks rise above 2,000 meters. The highest point in the principality is the Pic de Coma Pedrosa, which stands proudly at 2,942 meters. Reaching its summit is a challenging but rewarding trek, offering those who make the journey an unparalleled panoramic view. A sea of jagged rock and green slopes stretching as far as the eye can see. The geography of Andorra is fundamentally defined by three main valleys which form a shape like the letter Y. These valleys have been carved out over millennia by the Valira del Nord, the Valira d'Orient. They converge to form the Gran Valira. This single great river then continues its journey southward, flowing out of Andorra and into Spain. These river valleys are the arteries of the nation, providing the fertile ground where towns and villages have historically taken root and thrived. Among the most significant natural landmarks is the Madriu Perafita Claror Valley, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It covers almost 10% of Andorra's total territory and offers a glimpse into how people have lived in the Pyrenees for centuries. The valley contains ancient shepherds' huts, terraced fields, and stone tracks, demonstrating a sustainable use of the land that has been passed down through generations. It remains a largely untouched sanctuary, a place of immense natural beauty with its high pastures, steep wooded valleys, and crystal-clear glacial lakes, a true jewel in Andorra's natural crown. The mountains are also dotted with numerous small lakes of glacial origin, known locally as estanis. There are over 70 of these high-altitude lakes, each a shimmering gem of cold, clear water set against a backdrop of gray rock and green pasture. One of the most accessible and beautiful is the Estany d'Engolasters, a popular spot for walking and enjoying the tranquil scenery. These mountains, rivers, and lakes are not just geographical features, they are the very soul of Andorra. They have shaped its history, its culture, and the resilient character of its people, creating a nation defined by its vertical world. Given its high-altitude location, Andorra experiences a temperate climate with distinct alpine characteristics. This means the country enjoys well-defined seasons, each bringing a dramatic transformation to the landscape. Winters are cold and snowy. Winter is the cornerstone of the nation's thriving ski tourism industry. Peaks and slopes are blanketed in deep snow. Valley temperatures frequently drop below freezing. Higher elevations stay snow-covered for months, ensuring a long season for skiing and snowboarding. Summers are warm and pleasant, especially in the lower valleys. Daytime temps are mild to hot, perfect for exploring trails for hiking and biking. Snowmelt reveals lush green meadows and vibrant wildflowers. Mountain mornings can be bright and sunny, but afternoons can bring sudden thunderstorms. These rapid changes demand respect from anyone venturing into the peaks. Spring and autumn are beautiful transitional periods. In spring, melting snow swells rivers into powerful torrents. Valleys burst into life with fresh green shoots and early flowers. Autumn paints the landscape in spectacular colors. Leaves turn gold, orange, and red, and the foliage contrasts with dark green pines and gray peaks. Among the most iconic animals is the Pyrenean chamois, known locally as the isard. This agile goat antelope is a masterful climber, often seen navigating impossibly steep cliffs and rocky outcrops with incredible ease. The skies above Andorra are patrolled by magnificent birds of prey. The golden eagle can often be seen soaring on thermal updrafts. Another impressive resident is the bearded vulture or lammergeier, famous for carrying large bones high into the air and dropping them onto rocks to shatter them. In the dense forests, wild boar are common. The elusive roe deer can also be spotted. Higher up, near the tree line, one might find the alpine marmot, known for their loud whistling calls. The history of Andorra is a remarkable story. Tradition holds that the nation was founded by Charlemagne, who granted the Andorran people a charter in return for their help fighting the Moors. Centuries of contest led to a dispute between the Count of Urgel's heir, the Bishop of Urgell, and the Count of Foix. To avoid war, a landmark decision in 1278, the first peerage established joint sovereignty over Andorra. It made Andorra a co-principality ruled by the Bishop of Urgell and the Count of Foix, who both received tribute. The French co-prince's title evolved: Count of Foix, Kings of Navarre, Kings of France, and finally to the head of the French state. Today, one co-prince is the elected president of France, the other is the Bishop of Urgell. This unusual diarchy has safeguarded Andorra's sovereignty for centuries. Andorra remained largely peaceful and neutral during the Spanish Civil War, World War I, and World War II. Roman Catholicism is the main religion. Historic churches across the valleys testify to a faith shaping Andorran life for over 1,000 years. While Andorra's heads of state are rooted in feudal history, its modern government is a fully functioning parliamentary democracy. A major turning point came in 1993, when Andorra adopted its first written constitution. It formally separated powers into the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. The current leader is the head of government, or cap de govern. The current head of government is Xavier Espot Zamora. The legislative branch is the General Council, or Consul General. It is composed of 28 members. The General Council debates and passes laws, approves the national budget, and elects the head of government. The co-princes' roles today are mostly symbolic and ceremonial. They are represented in Andorra by personal delegates. Andorra has a calendar full of exciting festivals called Festes Majors. One of the most important national holidays is Maritzel Day on September 8th. It honors Our Lady of Maritzel. A really amazing tradition is the Fallas Festival, an old fire festival. Recognized by UNESCO, Fallers spin the burning torches to make bright fire patterns, then light a big bonfire in the town square. The Escudella Feast is a beloved winter event. Everyone cooks and shares a warm stew called escudella. The traditional music of Andorra is rooted in the folk traditions of the Pyrenees. The sardana, a circle dance popular throughout Catalonia, is also widely danced in Andorra. Another important dance is the contrapas, a more solemn and ancient dance. While traditional folk music holds a special place, Andorra's contemporary music scene is also vibrant and diverse. Andorra's economy has undergone a remarkable transformation, from subsistence agriculture to a modern service-based system. Tourism is the primary driver of world-class ski resorts like Gran Valira attract millions each winter. The tourism boom is matched by a thriving duty-free retail sector. Shopping is a core part of the Andorran experience. Andorra depends heavily on imports. It imports most food, fuel, and consumer goods. Finance is another important sector, as banks offer private banking and wealth management. The economic prosperity of Andorra directly translates into a very high quality of life, with excellent public services, a strong healthcare system, and one of the highest life expectancies in the world. The lifestyle of the average Andorran blends traditional mountain culture with modern European living. Andorran society is notably multicultural, a melting pot of nationalities. The education system reflects this, with students having the choice between the Andorran, Spanish, and French school systems. There is a palpable sense of safety and security throughout the country, with very low crime rates. Beyond the ski slopes, Andorra's most significant landmark is the Madriu Perafita Claror Valley, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The country's historical heart is visible in its collection of Romanesque churches. One of the most famous is the Church of Santa Coloma. In the heart of the capital, the Casa de Laval stands as a pivotal historical landmark, a symbol of Andorra's long and unique political history. Perhaps the most unique aspect is its political system. It is the world's only co-principality. Andorra is also unique for being Europe's highest capital city, famously known for its status as a shopping paradise. However, another unique highlight is the Chaldea Spa Complex, the largest thermal spa resort in southern Europe. Finally, Andorra holds the unique distinction of having Catalan as its sole official language, the only country in the world where it holds this status. Our journey through the Principality of Andorra reveals a nation of remarkable contrasts, ancient and modern, rugged and refined. The firelit spectacle of the Fallas festivals, the communal warmth of an Escudella feast. National symbols speak to the land and spirit, the mighty Isard, from snow-covered ski slopes to bustling duty-free shopping avenues. Yet it preserves vast natural heritage, a careful balance of development and conservation. In conclusion, Andorra stands as a powerful testament to the idea that a nation's significance isn't defined by its size. A destination that challenges preconceptions at every turn. Those who come for the skiing will discover a rich, ancient culture. Those who come for the shopping will be captivated by the wild beauty of the landscape. It rewards exploration, hidden gems in quiet valleys, in ancient churches, and in the stories of resilient, welcoming people. To understand Andorra is to understand the bond between people and their environment, a relationship built over 1,000 years, a small country with a grand story, a hidden gem that surprises and enchants. Andorra, one of the most remarkable, a true mountain kingdom worth knowing.